Whether you are filming with a mobile phone, a DSLR, mirrorless camera, or camcorder, one of the most important pieces of gear you should buy is an external microphone. In this video, we'll talk about wireless mics and why you might want to consider upgrading to one, and I'll review a few for you. While it's possible to get good audio for video using just a phone in your hand, it's a challenge and it limits your creative options. For instance, my number one rule to get good audio is to get your microphone close to the subject, and if all you have is a bare phone, you need to be within about an arm's length distance from the subject. And even that probably isn't close enough in many situations, like a really echoey room or noisy location. A mini shotgun mic is better, but you still have to keep it about the same distance. They really can't reach out and grab the sound from far away. The advantage of a shotgun mic is that it tends to reject sounds coming from behind it, and that really helps. This works great for capturing general sound of events and activities. But it's common to need to film longer interviews. For this, I like to use a clipped-on lavalier mic. It's always close to the speaker's mouth, so it's almost always better sounding. You can film with your camera or phone farther away if you have a longer cable. The problem is that you are tied together, so it's really only practical for sitting or standing interviews. If you want your subject to be walking and talking, or you want to film from a great distance away, a wireless microphone system simplifies things and gives you all sorts of creative options. A wireless mic is just that. It's no wires, so I can clip it on, we can walk and talk, the camera can move wherever it wants to move, and we get great audio. Especially for a scene like this, I would hate to figure out how to run wires or even operate a boom pole to get good audio for a shot like this. The big problem is that wireless audio systems have been generally expensive. Professional systems are thousands of dollars. Some of the beginner systems have been many hundreds of dollars, and those cheaper systems haven't been capable of really good quality audio. But we're going to look at a new generation of wireless systems that work great for mobile production. They're in the pretty inexpensive but reliable category. If you want to just do something really quickly, they literally can be ready to go in a couple of minutes. You clip them on, power them up, pair them, check your audio, and you can roll. So for this review, we're going to look at 4 microphones: the Rode Wireless Go, the Comica Boom XD, the Synco G1, and the Saramonic Blink 500 B2. Now, none of these are $20 solutions, but they may be more in reach for some of us. They currently retail for between $150 and $260. A wireless system typically has 2 parts, a transmitter and a receiver. With all of these kits, the transmitter pack is what picks up the sound. It's usually clipped somewhere on a person, and it sends the audio signal to a receiver that is attached to your smartphone or other camera. All of these systems do basically the same thing. All of them have transmitter packs that can clip on a person's clothing and will work just like that. They're just little small boxes. They also have very small receivers that will then feed audio into a smartphone or camera or other recording device. If you want to keep things a little nicer looking on camera, you can use an external lavalier microphone that is less obvious than the big transmitter pack, and run a short wire to the transmitter that's clipped somewhere else, like on a person's waist or in a pocket. Now, I don't know whether I can get used to the look of a transmitter pack clipped on a shirt, unless it's a really informal scene. I recommend clipping it so the box is inside the clothing, so all the audience sees is the clip, and you don't see the big box hanging off of the shirt. When you power each pack up, they connect automatically, or with the push of a pairing button, and you're basically set to go. There are custom settings you can adjust on each of these, but I found the defaults work pretty well for a normal setup using a smartphone or camera. Each mic system I've got here does essentially the same thing. They are very similar in size and weight and operation. One big difference is that the Rode Wireless Go has 1 transmitter pack and a single channel receiver, while the others have 2 transmitters and a 2-channel receiver in the kit. I'm including the Wireless Go because it was one of the first of this type of small wireless kits,
and it has set a good standard for quality. Again, a typical situation where a wireless mic is helpful is a simple interview where you want to keep your location free from long wires between the subject and the camera. A walking scene really benefits from a wireless mic kit because it gives you freedom of movement. And with the kits that have 2 transmitter packs, a 2-person interview is simple. You can have both subjects' audio captured on a single camera or separate recorder. Each of these kits comes with cables to attach the receiver to either a smartphone or camera or recorder. The TRRS connector works with a smartphone that has a headphone jack or through an adapter. The TRS connector works with a camcorder, DSLR, mirrorless camera, or audio recorder. Plan ahead. Be sure you create a kit that includes everything you need to match up mic and camera. I switch gear between smartphone recording and regular camera recording, so I need to be sure I've got the right set for each camera. These kits come with a variety of cables and connections to meet most of your needs, but check and set everything up before you go to the field to film. That's it for an overview of these wireless microphone systems. In the next video we publish, we'll get into a review of the 4 systems we've been showing here today.